You know, I've never actually read a manga series before the anime came out. Usually, I just read ahead from wherever the anime stops. The only series I've read before the anime aired is Oshinoko. But that's a story for another day. Anyway, a common thing people say about reading ahead is that it spoils the anime. And I understand why people say that, but personally, I don't think it does. Instead, it just makes me extremely excited to see some great moments animated. And so far, one of the most hyped things I'm excited to see is the Shibuya incident arc. So for this video, I'm just going to talk about things I'm excited to see. In the story's order, of course. So I may leave out some stuff here and there. So yeah, like the video and subscribe. Also, I'm going to assume you know the story already, so I'm just going to jump into it. Previously, there was a mole who let the boys invade the Jujutsu High exchange event. Who done it? Well, it was Mekamaru. He did it so Mahito can feel his body. He did it so Mahito can feel. He did it so Mahito could heal his body. He looks so cool, but despite helping them, he doesn't want them to hurt anyone from the Kyoto school. So he's a traitor, but he still loves his friends. How sweet. Also, he ends up fighting Mahito because he feels he has to stop him and Geto. Or something, I don't know. And he fights using Ultimate Mekamaru by Hasbro. So Mekamaru is winning and domain expansion. And he's dead. RIP. October 31st, 2018, Shibuya. So everyone spreads out on their own teams. We got Nanami, Ino, and Megumi, Nobita, Zenin, Maki, and Kukusaki, then Kusakabe and Panda, Gojo by himself because he's Gojo, he's all he needs, and last, Mai, her younger brother, and Itadori.
This is where the fun begins.
So Gojo stumbles upon Jogo, Hanami, and Chozo, who were waiting for him in the subway. So they wanted to get soloed. They start killing people to try and distract Gojo so they can get the upper hand and attack him while he's trying to save people. But bro, that's Gojo. He doesn't give a This dude rips off Jogo's arm, tears out Hanami's root horn things, then totally obliterates her. Dead. Cut to Team Mai, where they split up, and Itadori finds this big ass bug thing, then beats the crap out of this fool, because it's a battle of arms, not smarts. Dead. Then cut back to Gojo, and he's still handling these dudes. Then Mahito shows up surfing on a human, like he's known to do, then kills more people and distracts Gojo so Geto can step in. This shocks Gojo since he killed him. And yeah, how is this dude still alive? Well, that's not Geto. Someone is using his body and cursed energy. Well, I'm still gonna call him Geto. Then Geto seals Gojo away. Wait, what? No. And everyone is fucked. So now the plan is to free Gojo, but there's a barrier surrounding his location. So Itadori, Megumi, and Ino are gonna fight these elderly people who put up the barrier, while Megumi and Itadori fight this old man who can reverse the effect of a strong attack. Ino splits off to fight this old lady and her grandson. In case you didn't know, Ino is super cool.
It's so cool, son of a bitch.
And putting on his mask gives him stronger cursed energy. But then this lady transforms her grandson into Toji Zenin. Toji Zenin? And he beats Ino's ass and throws him off the building they were fighting on, because now he's Toji Zenin. Oh yeah, and also Itadori Falcon punches this dude and catches Ino. Okay, forget that. Toji's soul took over this dude's body, and now he's back. And then murks this old lady because he's Toji Zenin. Anyway, Mai's kicking ass as she's known to do. And her brother is a simp? Then Kugasaki runs into the dude with the hand sword. They fight hammer against sword, and he can punch her with the hand part apparently. She isn't doing that well, but then f***ing Nanami shows up. and he came to handle this taking names and kicking ass, cutting this dude up for not answering his questions. Also, Udamaki arrived in Shibuya. Nice. Then Itadori runs into Chozo on his way to Gojo, and he wants vengeance since Itadori and Kugasaki killed his brothers. Remember? They exchange blows and this fight goes hard, but then Chozo starts to remember Itadori as his brother because of Sukuna somehow, so he just lets him go. Then Nobito, Maki, and Nanami run into this thing. Then Nobito punches the out of it and makes it throw up human remains. Then it transforms into a swole version of itself and traps them in its domain. Now they all fight on a beach, and also Megumi is there for some reason. So Megumi showed up to give Maki her cursed tool. Maki is bad, yo! And now he has to open his domain to free them from this beach. But once he makes an opening, out comes Toji.
Surprise!
He's now a puppet of carnage, and he just wants to fight anyone strong. He takes Maki's tool from her and beats the out of this thing, killing it. Then they get out of the domain, and Toji takes Megumi outside because he wants to fight the strongest there. Then Jogo shows up, and he burns up Nanami, then Maki, and then Nobito. What the man? But that's not all. These two crazy girls are force-feeding Itadori Sukuna's finger to awaken him. And he does, then kills both of them. It's about to go down. Then outside, Megumi and Toji are going at it. And Megumi is holding his own against Toji, which is wild. But when Toji realizes Megumi is his son, he decides to take his own life. So now we get to see what this Kusakabe guy is made of. And oh, there's a giant explosion because Sukuna is fighting Jogo. And he's just toying with him at this point. Kind of feel bad. And during the craziness, Kusakabe and Panda are still going to fight. Looks like some cool sword. Nice. Oh no. What the is that? Damn. I hope they're okay. So Jogo has a nice reunion with his friends because Sukuna killed him. Okay. So Megumi is fighting Hand Sword Guy and isn't doing so well. So he summons this thing, basically sacrificing himself to take this dude out. Then Sukuna shows up and heals Megumi because he needs him for something. Wonder what that is. Then he destroys this thing while also taking out a large chunk of Shibuya. Oh. With many humans and Udamaki caught in the explosion. I hope they're okay. And then he kills this douche. Nice. Then Itadori comes back and sees all the destruction he inadvertently caused. He remembers it all the lives he took, all the screams. It's scarring. But he has to move. He has to fight, because at this point, he's just a murderer. Back in the subway, a burnt up, half-alive Nanami finds Mahito and starts taking out these creatures like a badass. But then, with one tap, Mahito kills him. Come on, dude. Itadori saw this happen, and he hates Mahito. So now it's time they fight. Itadori is kinda kicking his ass. So Mahito runs off and starts using humans as a weapon. Disgusting. I hate Mahito. Then out in the street, a double of Mahito encounters Kugasaki, and her long-range style of fighting is perfect against him, since he needs to get close to kill her. And Itadori is still fighting and still chasing this Mahito, while Kugasaki fights the other. This Mahito needs to get to Itadori, so he runs off. Kugasaki chases him into the subway, where they run into each other, but then... No. Not a flashback, no! Kugisaki is gone. Dude, what? Why? Itadori can't take this anymore. Kugisaki was the last straw. Now Mahito is beating on Itadori, and right before he kills him, he disappears. Right behind Mahito is Itadori, saved by a guy removing his shirt. Owie in Todo. Besto Ferendo! Todo is here to kick some ass and pick his brother up while he's down. A good guy. Best guy. S tier. Now both Todo and Itadori are laying into this dude. Good. Mahito. They're really going in, but Mahito takes this fight outside. Time for some domain expansion. So Todo loses his hand, and Mahito thinks that'll stop him. But this is Aoi Todo. He can still clap using this bitch's hand. Mahito then transforms into this thing, and now it's just him and Itadori beating each other up. Until Itadori hits him with Black Flash to end it. Then here comes Geto to absorb Mahito. So long, bitch! As Geto speaks with Itadori, the rest of the Kyoto school shows up. Then Geto nearly kills them with Uzumaki, but they dodged it in time. And now Kusakabe, Panda, and Chozo are here. Also, turns out this Geto imposter is Noritoshi Kamo, the evilest sorcerer in history. Weird flex. Nice, well I'm still calling him Geto. So everyone moves in to fight Geto, but his servant isn't having it. And she's about to kill them. But then out of nowhere, Yuki Tsukumo steps in. Who? She saves them. Then Geto leaves with Gojo. Back in the city, a young girl is about to die. But nope. Ladies and gentlemen, Yuta Okotsu. S tier. He was sent to Shibuya to execute Itadori. Wait, what? While Itadori and Chozo take care of some curses to wrap things up, in comes Naoya Zenin. Who? Maki's cousin. Ah. And also Yuta. They're both here to kill Itadori. So now they fight and cars are being thrown. But Yuta is no pushover, and he and Rika take down Itadori. Chozo and Naoya are still fighting, but then Yuta takes Chozo out. Man, he just got it like that. Well, Itadori isn't dead. Yuta got him out of there without causing suspicion. Gojo asked him to watch over Itadori, and Yuta wants to help him because he's special to people that are special to him. Also, Megumi is here. Oh, and Maki is alive. Okay, and that's the Shibuya incident arc. I know there's this whole thing with Tengen at the end, but I mean, this video is about what I am excited to see. Which was basically the entire arc. That's just them talking. I mean, it's interesting, don't get me wrong, but I've skipped over a lot of the talking already. So why include it now, you know? I basically covered everything, in my own short words. But for those of you who want to know more, Season 2 did just start airing today, so this arc should come out relatively soon. So yeah, I can't wait, the world can't wait. Jujutsu Kaisen is about to be pure hype.